We are live, we are live, we are live, we are live. Yeah, that's what you show. All right, if you can hear me, please just notify in the comment section. We are trading CPI live today, and CPI will be released in 15 minutes. If you can hear me clearly, please notify in the comment section. I'm your humble host for today, Jeantle, and I will be handling this live. All right, so okay. The voice is clear. So before we take any decisions, the first thing we're going to do is look at the fundamentals. You know, CPI, core price index, is a fundamental event that basically looks at the rate of inflation in the US. So what we're going to do is we're going to move to Forex Factory and look at the fundamentals before we move to our chart to check the technicals. As you all know, technicals always, in fact, fundamentals always follow technicals. That is always very good for us to check the fundamentals first in order to have a very clean, a very clear bias. So let me try to share my screen. A very clear bias. So let me try to share my screen. Let me try sharing my screen. I'm trying to share my screen so we can check the fundamentals before we look at the technical analysis. Just give me a minute. Let me see. Oh, calendar. All right. Can you hear me? If the sound is good, please kindly notify in the comment section. You didn't say everything. Is the sound okay now? Guys, so the news comes in less than 5 minutes. Let's just round up. So when I shared my screen, we're checking at the fundamentals, and we clearly saw that the forecast for the fundamentals we had is giving us a bullish move for USD pairs. So for this CPI, according to the fundamentals, what we're going to do is we are buying pairs where USD is the base currency, and we are selling pairs where USD is the code currency. So we are buying USD XXX and selling XUSD. So now we are done with the fundamentals. Let's check. As you all know, fundamentals always follow the technicals. You cannot always look at the fundamentals and say, okay, I have my bias, let me just get in. Let's check the technicals and see what it says before we get in. Sharing this screen and then open my chart on DXY. All right, so before we started this live, Mr. Brian and I were already looking at DXY. DXY is the dollar index. So as you can see, we have a falling wedge pattern, a bullish wedge pattern right here. What we are expecting is a buy, since the fundamentals is showing us a bullish move. So what we are expecting is for price to reach here and then give us a bullish move right up here. As you can see, the overall trend of the market is even a bullish trend. So it's only obvious that we look for buy opportunities here and not sells. If I switch this screen and go to XAUUSD, can I just switch? Okay. Right here. No problem. Okay. Network issues. What's going on here? Damn. So we are having network issues. I have issues sharing my screen here. So the bias here is we are buying USD XXX and we are selling XXS USD. We are buying USDJPY and we are selling gold. So it's already about time. We have less than 1 minute and 30 seconds here. What? I should give you my mouse. So we have less than a minute. We can get in. It's taking forever to activate an order. Now, how can I log this now? Yeah. All right, so that is trading for you. That is trading for you. Sometimes your analysis can be really good, and then the market just does what it needs to do. So we didn't have the right direction of the market. And if you're still in, please kindly close your positions. So yeah, this is the mouse. The news went against us, basically. So this is the essence of trading with proper risk management. Once you trade with proper risk management, you won't blow your account, because what you want to lose is what you're comfortable losing. So for those who traded this news with proper risk management, they shouldn't have any problem. I don't think you blow your accounts. The fundamentals came out negative, reason why the USD sold, and the trade went against us. How many people blew their accounts? If you blew your account, just indicate in the comment section. Chat. Now it's rejecting. How many people blew their accounts? If you blew your account, indicate in the comment section. Wow. Now let me share my screen and show you guys something. Let me share my screen and show you guys something. Action here. Technicals never lie. This thing can reject like this and then move back up. Fundamentals has its way, but the overall trend of XY is the dollar constantly going up. So till this candle closes below this trend line, we won't have a confirmation to sell. If this candle succeeds to close bearish, then now you can look for sell opportunities from here. But if it keeps rejecting and eventually closes in this trend line, then obviously the dollar is going to buy. There are some people that decide, like for example, right now it's going up already. There are some people that decide to trade before after the news, because during news the manipulation is crazy. Just like I said, so we can look for potential buys afterwards. But if it eventually closes below this trend line, we are now going to look for sales. Let's check USDJPY. Let's see what is okay. Now here is USDJPY. It had a spike to the downside, and now it's bullish. that is how the news is being manipulated. It was clear. The 1 hour candle closed above this trend line, so it was only obvious that we were going to look for buy opportunity. And news is the way it usually is. You can't really say. Reason why we had that spike that came and removed those who were selling, those who were buying, and then now it's taking its course. So the news is actually very tricky. If you don't have like they usually say, don't trade the news. If you are not courageous, don't trade the news. And even if you must do, make sure you apply proper risk management. Trade what you are willing to lose. Risk what you are willing to lose. That's okay. That's good. But I think even if you made profits, I don't think the profits were really that heavy, because the spike was crazy. Let's check the 15 minutes and see what it's showing down here. Okay. Here on the 15 minute, we can see a clear spike. I'm still very confident that this market is going to move up. We still have about 7 minutes for this candle to close. So we are going to wait and see how this candle closes before we take our next move. So for those who didn't blow their accounts, if your psychology is still intact, you can look for buy opportunity closes. But if you blew your account, I won't advise you trade again today. You can rest and come back tomorrow to avoid revenge trading. As you all know, revenge trading is one aspect of psychology that kills so many traders. You want to make back the money you lose now. And that's basically because you risk money that you were not comfortable losing. I personally blew my account of $150, but that's because I risked that amount. I was comfortable losing. If the trade went towards my direction, I would have made at least 1,500. But it didn't go. It went against me. It's okay because that was what I was comfortable losing. We're going to come back tomorrow and look for more opportunities. So yeah, that's news for you. And as trading is, losses are always lessons and profits are wins. So even if this trade went against you, at least I think you must have learned something. You must have learned that during news there are so many, you can have so many manipulations and blah 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 and blah blah blah. But that shouldn't discourage you. You should keep your head high. This market is going to buy, and it's going to buy very well. So that's news. That's news for you. Which other pair would you like us to analyze before we end this chart breakdown? We have 21 people here. Which chart would you like us to break down before we leave this live stream? Bought gold, but the move was not bad. Yeah, I think the move was very fast. Your hands needed to be very, very active to get some profits. That's how some news are. The last CPI had a spike. We are looking forward for the next news event. Which other pair would like us to analyze before we close this chart breakdown? Okay, so I'll go back to the full screen or do I'll stop sharing and share again. Yeah. Okay. Now I wanted, like, is it showing full screen there? Mm-hmm. I'm not sharing the screen yet. Should I end the live or should break down one chart? Yeah, I already saw that comment. Okay. 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 Mm-hmm. All right. So either ways, for those who are still looking for opportunities in this market, let's just see what the market has for us after this news event. Let me just go back to my chart. Let me just go back to my chart and let's see what the market has for us after this. Which indicates weak dollar. So we're going to wait and see how this candle closes for us to have our confirmations. We still have about 18 minutes on the 1 hour time frame. And so far, the momentum of the candle is showing bearish. So if this candle closes like this, we are going to look for sell. But this is the next level we are targeting. Till the market breaks this level, till the market breaks this support level, I won't advise anyone to get in a sell. So this candle might close, and then another bearish candle comes until the bearish candle closes below this support level before we are going to target a sell to the downside. So here is my forecast after this news, if to sell eventually. Let me look for a short. So I am waiting for the market somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. So this is what I am anticipating on this market if it continues to sell. So if it's candle-ish and the next candle comes and closes below this support, what we can anticipate is as an aggressive trader, once it closes below this support, I'm going to get in immediately. But if you are conservative, you can wait for it to break, come back and retest the support that will become the new resistance before it continues selling. And it might sell up to this point. It might sell up to this point. Yeah. So I have my eyes on this. I have my eyes on this trade. You need to be patient and wait for these 1 hour candles to do their thing. My analysis, I always have my confirmations on the 1 hour, then I go on the 15 minutes to take my trades. So what we are waiting for is something like this, a break of this support that will now become the new resistance, a retest, and then boom, a push to the downside. So that's what I'm anticipating. If the US dollar continues to sell, we can only have that confirmation once it breaks this support level down here. Go on the 30 minutes. We can, okay. On the 30 minutes, it's actually clearer. So I have my eyes on this, on this USDJPY. If it closes below, we are going to consider this as a, that means the market gave us a fake out and then came back to respect this trend line. But like I said, till it breaks this support level, I won't advise anyone to get into this trade. You wait for it to break. If you're an aggressive trader, you get in immediately. And if you're a conservative trader, you can wait for it to come and retest this support that will become resistance before you take a sell to the downside. It's a very clean 1:5.58 risks to reward. So if we are patient, I think it's going to eventually pay off. So here is my view on USDJPY. Stop loss 147910. Take profit 14611 and then we are waiting price at 147569. But I would insist again, till price closes below this support level on the 1 hour, you wait for your confirmation on the 1 hour till it closes below the support level before you can think of selling. So we are just going to look at this market for the next, I think we still have enough time. We still have enough time. Yeah, we still have enough time. Let's just have our eyes on this. And if you eventually take the trade, you can share your experience in the chart breakdown we're going to have tomorrow. As of now, here is my view on USDJPY. So, please, I can't see anything on screen. The screen isn't visible. Maybe the network is from your own end because the network here, the screen was clear. I think the screen is very clear. So basically what I was saying is I am expecting price at 147569, and once it crosses 147569, I'm going to get in as an aggressive trader and put my stop loss at 147961, and then my take profit at 146.113. But I insist we need to wait for the market to break this support level and close below, and probably wait for a retest before we get in. A retest will be an extra confirmation, but I am an aggressive trader. I will get in immediately it breaks that level and close below that trend line. So I think I think that was clear. Brian, everything good, bro? All right, so that was the live chat breakdown today, and let's keep our eyes on USDJPY and see you tomorrow for another session of our live chat breakdowns. Kindly hit the subscribe button if you've not subscribed, and join our Telegram channel if you are not active. See you tomorrow. Peace out.